Good afternoon from Yammy TV. Wishing you all well, sending loads of love to you, and hoping your weekend and day has been the best it possibly can. And I've just been on my travels again since the other day, really, for the last 3 days, up and down the country, work purposes, accommodation purposes, family, nephews, and whatnot, and everything like that. And I've just come back to London just now. I tried earlier on to do videos and I couldn't work. My fingers messed it up so many times, but now at least I'm seated and I can deliver, which I've been waiting for all day. But yep, I'll keep you updated on the accommodation. Doesn't seem like it's anytime too soon. I don't know what it is, but I just accept it. Some days I just can't process anything. I know it gets mad. But yep, forget all that. We're going to do a rerun of the football in prison, and what it means, especially in the Cates, because we know that football is a big, big thing in prison. Sometimes it's all you've got to look out for. You've got the Champions League, the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, all other countries, different days of the week, Saturday, Sunday. It's been a bit more difficult since the COVID started. But football remains an integral part of the plan in there. And I met many, 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 many talented players over the years throughout my long stays in those prisons. And you know, all the ribbing that goes on before a game and after a game can have seriously effects to your health. I know, because it means so much to the boys in there and ladies, probably, for all sports when it's competitive like that. But we know football's a big thing in this country, and so it was in the Cat A's as well. So normally we have it, so you have normally into wing football, so that's like A versus B wing, C versus D, C versus A, C. But them days it was white more. So just at that time, wings were being built up again and whatnot to get other people in and that kind of thing. So only 2 or 3 wings were running at that time when I spent a 5 stretch there during the millennium. So yep, it was an integral part of the plan, but never more so than when we're talking about the north of England versus the south, which is all London down south and anyone outside it, prison rules. So you can live not far away from London, but if you're outside it, you fall into the category of the north side. If they'll have ya, because the northern lot, they don't want to take no charity or any kind of. So it's a very mixed up thing, because if we grabbed a couple of players that were just outside London, they might say, oh, yeah, oh, you're just grabbing him because he can play, that kind of thing. So we don't want nobody to get in the way of victory, basically, so that you can't say this and you can't say that. So the build up to this week, it was very, very deep, because it was the early season and it was hot like it was today. It was the normal football season and already started with the inter-wing stuff, and the north versus south was always a bonus. And our captain at that time was Elton John. Elton John, meaning Starsky. He was from South London. He was manager of the teams in the Cat A's for quite some time. Many people didn't like his choices, but I did. I rated Starsky. Plus, I loved him anyway, Starsky. And like what they see on the inside, you know, like on the out, you know, because he's very passive inside. He's a very good man, Starsky. But in way back history, it wasn't that. Trust me. But on this day, for the build-up to the week, basically, everyone was saying, yeah, North versus South. And then obviously the North had Iggy in the centre of midfield, always a problem for us, Iggy. He could score from nowhere and create stuff out of nothing. We played in similar positions, me and him. Iggy, good partnership as well when we played together. EJ was there, C was there, everybody was there, Lambie, G, Quinn, everybody, Slaney, everyone you could think of, leader. Everyone came, Nelly, everyone, Mafia, everybody you could think of was there that day. See you as well, Porky, everyone. So imagine the picture with everybody standing in the background like that. Tommy Morgan was dropping jokes on the touchline. Perry Gironi was saying, Yammy, your shorts are too tight, be careful you don't pull. Johnny Kendall was playing at the back for us. He held his own, Johnny. I think Billy might have been around, I'm not sure. But yeah, everybody that you could ever think of was there that day. And it was a bad day for me, honestly. It's not good when you've got to take defeat in this life, that I led. We know now what I think about that life. But, you know, nothing comes too easy. So with the victories that you get, when you want to be a bad man and all that, there's always a time when you've got to face the music yourself. And you might have to take a loss too. And we know over the years, many of us can testify to the fact that many men have been beaten on certain days and they're not the same men. Ask yourself why. very hard to take when you think a lot of yourself, and then you've got to take a little count here and there. Not many people like to remember the losses, do they? It's very strange that. But me in later life, I take the rough with the smooth. And on this day, it didn't go well for me. But at the same time, it still didn't go that bad for me, if you get what I mean. So the week commencing, we was all ready, and they were saying, Yammy, you're going to play. I was doing the same old thing. Elton Starsky was calling me, are you playing this week, Yam? Because I want you to play behind the front too. Right, boom, 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 boom. So I'm saying, I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know. But basically, it was the old Yammy load of bullshit. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure until the day. Like, today I might be injured. I might not be well. I might not be this. And basically, I was scheming and manipulating way before the game. So when Saturday morning comes, everybody be calling me. Peter Clark was there from Liverpool. Tony Parkinson. Everyone you can think of, Richie Rich, everybody was there at that time as well. I know, what a bit of shame for me that day. So anyway, forget all that. Yeah, you're gassed today. You're too hyped. So the day comes on the Saturday morning, and Elton calls me to the door. I see the northern side, a few of the players, they're spying from the wing to see if I'm playing, because I know that I could be a danger for them, and they want to know, because there's always that, we'll put him on you, we'll put them on you, we're all right, then I'll put him on you, you won't even get a sneak. But prison rules are so funny with certain things. I mean, like, if you take the referee, he had glasses, he was all right, just doing his job. But when you're a referee in prison football, you get called all the names under the sun when a decision doesn't go your way. So bless him, I understand it, but I'm thinking on this day that he's got it in for me because of all the names I've called him over the months and weeks. So I'm thinking every time I want to foul, basically he's not giving it to me. But this was all part of the scheming, manipulating plan that I had in my mind. Anyway, so yep, we're there in the morning. Sorry about this, getting excited there. We're there in the morning, and I'm saying, oh, I'm not quite ready. All right, Yammy, listen, I'll give you that. Will you be ready then? Yeah, of course I'll be ready. Come on then, give me that bit of thing, and I'll be out there. Don't worry about that. So, right, got it, boom, hyped up, gas, feeling on top of the world, and now we're ready. So on this day, it's so strange that the changing rooms, I don't think were open. So normally you go to the changing rooms in the cates, into the gymnasium where the showers are and whatnot, and you put on your kit. There's a separate box for each team. You put on the bibs or whatever game you're playing, and then you go from there. On this day, the kit was already on the wing. So this was a bit unusual to routine there, but it does happen occasionally when they're short staffed at the weekend to go and do the football. We know how it works, most of us anyway, but if you don't, that's how it works. So on that day, I know I've got to get to it. So yeah, so we got to that day, that morning, and now I've got the kit on. So we're all lining up at the gate, we're all going through, like we're walking out to a game of football at Wembley, basically, and watching Match of the Day, all the thing, everybody thinks they're this, everybody thinks they're that, they watch TV. It's not much different from the boys' school, really, when you was little, but only differently now. Nobody wants to be disrespected on the field. So bang now, out there, everyone's lined up, all the people on exercise, because during those days in Whitemore it was a 2-hour exercise from 9 to 11 or 11:30 till lunch. In the cates you can't just leave the gate and go out, and that you have to be escorted everywhere. So once you're out there, it's very difficult to say, yeah, I want to come in, sir, and blah blah blah. So then I'm out there, the game's kicked off, 2 minutes in, the ball's gone over the centre of everyone. We ain't even touched the ball yet, the Southerners, and the ball sailed over the centre half, nobody moved, and someone run through, can't remember who it was, but he scored. And that was 1-0 after 2 minutes. Not too bad. We know that with the Southerners, with us Londoners, it's the prima donna thing. With the northern side of things, they seem to be more of a team. This is my opinion, remember? This is the way that Uncle Yammy sees it because of what he's seen. But, basically, the sulking started. But it wasn't as bad as it was when the second goal went in, because another cross came in, someone should have cut it out. It went in the back of the net, you're 2 down after 10 minutes. Now, the ball's coming back to the centre circle, and I'm looking at the couple of the big ones from South, Q, G, everyone's there, nobody's talking, but they're looking at the person who let the ball fly over their head, and all the eye contact starts. Like to say, I want to say something, but it's early on in the game. You don't want to be outwardly cussing anyone or cursing anyone during that time there. And that was that. So, yeah, we battled on a little bit, but we wasn't getting it together. We went in at half-time, 2-0 down. Early in the second half, the ball sails in. Bang! I think Wayne Scotland might have scored. Can't remember. One of those, they scored with a header, and we were back in it. So there's a bit of hope there, and we started to push a little bit. Little Eddie Appiah, he's a proper footballer. He was. He could score from any angle. Proper baller. One of the best ballers I ever saw. Eddie. It's short like that, but he could just move that, and it was in the back of the net basically. Bang! He comes in. So it's 2-1, the ball goes down there, the corner goes in, it's 3-1 to the northern side. So then, the time's ticking now, and you need a goal to get back into it, and their defence was strong. Like I told you earlier, the defender was a 7-foot tall geezer, we'll call him Long. He was 7 foot. I'd done business with him before the game, but in my mind now, we're 3-1 down. I'm thinking, well, it's 10 minutes left. We're not really going to score. Then we score. It's 3-2. So during this whole game, every time I got the ball, tried a little swivel, it was basically tripped down by the centre half. And he told me before the game he was going to mark me out the game. So no complaints there long. So he was leaning on me, every time, and it was the referee with glasses. So, I got that on my mind as well. Got to 3-2, then they made it 4-2. I knew there weren't no coming back. So I said to me, if he takes me down again and the referee doesn't give me a foul, then it's going to go off. I couldn't give a toss. And not only that, I was thinking, well, if I could have a fight out here, then I might not have to pay him what I owe him. Scheming, manipulating, that's how it was in that life. Bang, I've done it. He's gone through, I've gone through, swiveled it, tried to take it past him, leaned on me the same old way he'd done during the whole game, flat out on the floor. Got up, I looked at him, 7 foot up there. I thought, we're all losing today. All of us were deflated. We would have blamed anyone but ourselves for the defeat that was coming. And we knew the Northern, because predominantly Whitemore gets most of the southern lot, and up Full Sutton, Franklin's more northern lot. But in the end, it can even itself. But Whitemore during that side was more southerners. So that happened now. I'm facing him. I've looked at him. And I've gone for the almighty headbutt. Bang, missed. Ooh, Yammy, wrong decision. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. On the seat of my pants, looking at him. And I looked, I'll never forget it. Ian, he was a great midfielder. He wasn't playing that day. But I'm sure the geezer he was walking with was a co-defendant called Brian Wright. If I remember rightly, very super fit, very athletic, cross-country runner, good at everything. And I'll never forget it. I looked at him on the touchline. And I looked at him, and he looked at me and went, Yammy, keep your head. And I looked at him, and I was all right then. I got back up to have it, and all the referee, everybody stopped the fight. So there's only a couple of minutes left. I said, all right, sweet as a nut, no bruises or nothing, but I had to take an embarrassing count. So I'm thinking, what are everybody thinking? And you lot were listening out there, the kids, when you got to go there, the youth of the day, the peer pressure and what others expect from you and what you have to live up to, the expectations of that world and everything. It's very, very, very serious, So I got off the floor, couldn't do nothing, waiting for the whistle to go, and then I'm waiting. So when you leave the pitch, you go round to the side, and the gate's facing in front of you. So, and I'm about 10 yards away. So I picked up my kit, had a towel. Them days, sadly, I used to walk around with 2 weapons, 2 spiky kind of things, that them days in Whitemore. So, and I'm waiting basically about 10 yards from the gate, and I'm looking at the front, because I'm thinking when the gate opens, we all leave together, and we've got to go to the changing room. So I'm thinking the change room, because that's how it normally is. I'm thinking, don't worry, I'm not saying anything. Took the count. When I get in the change room, I'm going to go in there with both things. Little did I remember that there was no changing room that day. So bosh now. So he's right, but the tall fella's right by the gate. He's first in line. So I'm thinking, well, hold on a minute. If the gate opens, how am I going to get him? Because that means then that he's looking to head back to his wing quickly, which I won't get a chance to see him, which will take, it means another day where I've got to live with the fact that what I'm feeling that everybody's thinking that I've taken account. But anyway, I've come back, I've waited and waited and waited, and to the side of me, Warren Slane has come. He said to me, yeah, do you want me to go in there and deal with this for you? Are you up for this today or what? Bang, stay there, Warren, everything's all right. Tony comes through on the side, says, yeah, Yammy, I ain't having this, mate. I'm going to go in. I said, Tone, leave it. Carl, Porky, everybody's running over to me. Yammy, what are you going to do? Lamb, leader, yeah, what are you going to do? And then G from South comes over, says, Yammy, what are you saying? I said, I'm just waiting for the change room and blah, blah, blah. Then on top of that, Stevie Gillen and Johnny James around by the side. They're looking at him, Yammy, I wouldn't have that if I was you. Then Charlie tells him, rest in peace, Charlie. Charlie looks at me, goes, Yammy, you all right there? So imagine all the pressure that's going on in my head at that time. So all I could answer was, no, change room, I'm going in there, he's dead. That's it. I'm going to do it. This is what it leads, for a man like me, where it matters what everybody thinks. This is that serious. And I actually meant it at that time. It meant more to me than actually getting more time in prison. Do you see what I mean? So we're waiting. And the big man said to me, what are you saying? I said, changing room. One of the big men, South London, said to me, yeah. I said, nah. I said, I'm waiting for the change room. That's it. Sorry to repeat myself. And he's gone, no, it should be a public execution. I was thinking, what's he saying? Then Leopold looked at me. He said to me, Yammy, what are you saying? What are we saying? Then my other mate, Tony, right by the side, he's going, what, you're going to let a Southern Northern man do that? Yeah. My head was battered, right? So now the big fella's left me. He's gone round to the side. He's gone round to the other thing, and then I could hear two big sickening thuds. But where everyone, I could only see who was in front of me, and there's a big crowd now because it's nearly time to go back. I'm thinking, he hasn't done what I think he's done. So I'm thinking more of a case like, you're doing this to me, and basically it's going to look like that I can't fight my own battles, because this is what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking, oh no. So I walked round to the side, all of them lot, the Burgers, Johnny's, Nottingham, Danger, everybody you can think of's there, right? And everyone's going, as I get there, I see the tall fella sadly sitting down halfway down the fence, and his lip, blood coming down to the. So all the officers, the alarm bell, you can hear it, everyone's running over to the pitch, and you ain't going to get no time to do nothing. I took the coward's way out. I threw a punch while he was halfway down. But the only thing is, when I hit him, he got back up. If anything, I know it's funny now, but it's not that funny, because deep down in a one-on-one, he would have probably done me proper, So, but no rules in that game. Coward's move, I accept that. I accept the defeat as it was. And basically he got back up, everyone saying, no, leave it. But again, this is what prison life's like, especially the cat is very, very serious. All the officers have kept us all back, taken some of them forward. He's got to go to hospital. Me and the rest of them were all on the touchline. Everyone was breathing heavy. Like that. And they're all looking at us, nobody's saying nothing. Right. So they walked us all back to the wing, put us in our cells. We're all waiting. So I know it's funny when you look back at it, even though it was a bad day for me. But who cares now? But yeah, so we're walking back. So it's lunchtime, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's calling me. Carl called me over the other side. Yammy, you right? Like everybody expected, but sometimes I wonder if they're all saying to you like, oh, Yammy, man, you got disrespected there. That kind of thing. It's all flying through your head. So bang now, lunchtime's gone, got your dinner. I'm still sulking, blah, 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 blah. Gone upstairs, then I could hear the shields coming round. So I see him going all along the motorway through my window, where we was on B-Wing that time, and I could see, and I'm thinking, oh no, but they've gone to across the other spur first, which means they've gone for the big fella first from South London, and they've gone for the geezer from Birmingham as well. So I'm still sitting there, I'm thinking, you're going to be last, they've got to come for you. If they've come for them, then I see them walking, 10, 15 officers manned up with shields in between them, walking to the segregation, which is the block where you go for punishment, and then I see them at my door. Get to the back of the wall, Yammy, you're going down the seg, bang. The door, I said, yeah, all right, God, but I'm sulking, I'm missing out on everything down the seg. Basically, and I turn around, they come in and we're walking, they're not wrapping me up this day, and it's a safe walk down to the block. So again, I'm walking down there now. As I get to the window, everyone's down there. It's going, what happened, Yammy, what happened? This is what prison's like. Even Charlie was down there, then I think. He's like, come on, Yammy, I had the bell, everyone was... I said, nah, nothing really. We went down the block, we went in front of the governor in the morning, and they said that, it was a low-level thing, so we could go back on the wing. So we all shook hands in the adjudication, me, my man from South, the tall fella from Birmingham, no hard feelings long. Yeah, got done. All right, cool. Sorry about your money. But yeah, that's the way it was. And yeah, they let us back up. It was funny though, there's some other bits to this. And I didn't know there was going to be a part 2 and sequence 3 for this one here, the football as well. But little did they know that even though we got done 4-2 that day, on the rerun, I was ready for that. And EG was getting the every time I got the ball, because he knew that it spelled danger. See you soon. Coming up again tonight, another story. Love you loads.